Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Confessions of the Idiots. Everybody wants to confess, but not everyone wants to hear them. Today, I'm joined in the studio by one of the greatest men in the world. That's right.
Sammy.
One of my favourite guests.
Sammy.
I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say
Why?
it. Let me say it.
Okay.
Let me say it.
Right.
The great, the actor, Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
Oh
As opposed to the basketballer? That's what you've got to say.
I have to
You
specify.
have to say the actor because everyone gets really excited.
Yeah.
And they go, oh,
And you always wear your number on the back and everything, so people get confused.
number 30, Golden
Number
State.
30.
Yeah, only our mothers can tell us apart. Hey, do you know it's nice, though, Sammy, to be in the room with you?
Yeah.
Because it's
been a long time.
We've been doing a lot of these in my, like I've been in my room and you've been in your room.
Yeah, which has been intimate.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
It's been nice.
But listen to the richness. Listen to the, they don't call me the man with the golden tonsils. At all.
At all.
But they used to call... Who was that? John Laws.
John Laws, yeah.
Laws.
But are you trying to take that title off John Laws?
I wouldn't mind. Did he have a golden microphone?
I think he did, yeah. Because so does Carl Sandilands.
Okay.
But John Laws, I think, does have a... Well,
okay.
did have a...
Is there any word on whether it started gold or just was showered by his tonsils?
What, the gold came out,
the golden tonsils just kind of came out and he'd have to spin the microphone around. By the way, who's Rachel Johnson? Why is her name on my microphone?
Rachel Johnson is a supporter of Stupid Studios where we record this.
Okay.
And if you buy one of the microphones, I think you have your name, like a little plaque.
So if I bought something in here, I could get like, I don't know, the switch. Could I get the light switch?
You get the light switch if you want. Do you want that?
Good. What do we got? Hang on, Connor Finnegan's on your air conditioner.
Got the air conditioner. Jess Perkins has got the toilet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one of the toilets.
Did she request the toilet?
She requested the toilet.
Which one? Are they unisex?
Unisex.
Yeah. You'd
She's
be
forward-thinking.
A multi-gender
I'd be
toilet place,
multi-gender.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's great. Fantastic.
You know what sort of toilet I'd be.
We're not in the olden days, mate. We're in the future.
No, that's very true. Yeah. But no, it is the first time in a long time that we've been on together in the room. You loving it? I'm
loving it. It's really nice. And it's just because my computer, as you know, is very, very crappy and I don't know how to use it.
But but also, you were getting really good at learning to export.
You were teaching me how to share.
How to share.
Didn't you? It's like someone said to me, if you do a podcast with Sammy Peterson, he'll teach you how to share. And I thought, I don't do keys in bowls. I don't do that stuff. Like I'm married for 20 years.
It's below me.
I don't share.
Yeah.
But yeah, you taught me how to share.
Yeah.
From what's it called? GarageBand.
GarageBand. Have you transferred those skills onto other podcasts, or is that
not onto other podcasts? But I looked into GarageBand because I've had it on my computer for years and never thought to open it.
It snuck up on you
because I was busy with email.
Oh, you've been hooked on the
email. Yeah, and I got that now. I know how to send them. I know how to receive them, and I know how to attach.
That's huge
stuff. To
what are you attaching?
Just dick pics.
Just other emails and dick pics.
Just dick pics.
Just dick pics, yeah.
Because remember, I met my wife Nadine 20 years ago.
Nadine Gardner, for anyone listening.
At Revs.
Yeah. At Revs?
At Revs.
Wow.
And 10 a.m. on a Sunday. And we're all good relationship stuff.
Of course.
And that was before social media. That was before phone. I didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
A mobile phone when I met her.
Right.
And only sort of half the people had mobile phones. Mm-hmm. And I got a mobile phone after I met her because she said, why haven't you got a mobile phone? And I said, okay, cool. And that was before mobile phones could take photos.
Sure, okay. Was it a little flip phone did you have?
It was, no, it was a Nokia
3310.
Good, thanks.
Yep.
And anyway, I've realised that since that time, dick pics were invented.
Yep.
You know, whatever.
So you missed out on the dick pic phase. Tinder, yeah, all the apps.
Bubble.
Butt fuck.
What is
it?
It's called butt fuck. Or Bumble.
Bumble.
They've all been invented.
Yeah.
Back in those days, you had to meet chicks at Revs.
You had to.
Do you know? Yeah. Hey, we're the best.
You were forced to.
It was either Revs or TGI Fridays. Did you ever notice it? Did you ever go to TGI Fridays?
Yeah.
Did you ever notice at TGI Fridays the only people that were ever in there were people that weren't rostered on who worked at TGI Fridays?
Yeah.
And someone waiting for their movie to start at the Jam Factory, going, oh no, Fast and the Furious 2's got another half an hour, and then the ads. I might have to get a beer. Where can I get a beer? Oh shit. I got to go to TGI Fridays.
Yeah, but then it takes half an hour to get the beer. So you go, I've got a movie in half an hour.
Yeah. There's just people sitting at the bar, and you go, I know you work here.
Yeah.
You're just not rostered on. I bet you flair. You know what flair? Remember flaring?
Yeah.
Flair bartending. It's like cocktail, making cocktails by throwing bottles around and breaking every four.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why the rubber under the feet in the bars was invented.
Really?
Because of fuckheads who wanted to be Tom Cruise.
Oh my God! Of course, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
But Revs, though, when you met your beautiful wife Nadine at Revs, did you hear all the stories? Because when I first came up to Melbourne, Revs was one of the first places that I went. It was so cool. But everyone told those stories about there was a guy dead behind a couch for 6 days and then they found him.
Look, it's not an institution unless there's a good urban myth about it. I mean, in fact, mind you, at Revs, there would have been shitloads of dudes who ended up dead, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But, you know, the Balwyn Baths, where I grew up in Balwyn, and back in the days when we used to call pools baths. God, I sound old. I'm only 44.
Yeah, the Roman baths?
The Roman baths. Yeah, with the vomitorium out the back. I stabbed Julius Caesar on the 15th of March. But fuckhead had it coming. No, listen. The bar at Balwyn Baths, there was a theory, there was an urban myth that went around. This is all going to be cut out of your podcast because we haven't even gotten to the confessions yet. Yeah. But there was this urban myth that some girl dived off the 10-metre platform and belly whacked, and all the guts came out into the pool.
Because she belly whacked so hard.
But everyone who told that story, guess what?
What?
They were there.
Every single person that told that story. Yeah. It never happened to a friend of a friend that were there.
My cousin was there.
Really?
Yeah. Well, my mate told me that his mum was in the surgery when Jennifer Kite came in. That won't make any sense to you, but anyway, anyone in my age will know what that means. All right, so
Jennifer Kite, the newsreader.
Yeah. There was a rumour that went around many years ago. It was very unsavoury.
Okay,
look it up on the internet. Anyway,
possible defamation.
Yeah, possible defamation.
We won't talk about it.
No,
because Phillip Island Bridge has got that same myth about it. People, die off when they belly whack.
You know who started that rumour?
Who's that?
Chris Hemsworth.
Probably. Oh, a penguin.
Or a penguin.
The only two things that exist on Phillip Island. Yeah,
that's right.
Famously.
That's right.
Hey, but you moved during lockdown. How was that?
It was fantastic.
Yep.
I've moved out to the country.
Oh, does it feel good? You taking in that tree, the tree change, the sea breeze? No sea breeze.
Look, there's no sea breeze up in the country.
Sorry.
But there is a tree breeze, which is fantastic. Did you know the trees, they create all the air up there?
Did not know that.
All of it.
All of it? Melbourne?
Suck up all of the carbon dioxide that comes out of my fucking cake hole and turn it into oxygen for me to turn it into carbon dioxide.
And you bring it here?
It's unbelievable.
You bring it with you?
Yeah, I bring it with me.
Because when you open your car door, I could feel it.
Well, I brought you a little bag of it today.
Oh, thank you so much.
Here you go, hang on. I'll open it up.
Oh, and thank you so much. And scene.
No.
That was good improv.
Oh my God.
That was nothing but good improv.
No, the country's good. And because I'm a country member.
Of course.
Oh, we remember. All right, let's go. What are we doing?
You want to do some online confessions so you can feel better about yourself?
All right, I'm sorry about clearing my throat.
No, it's okay.
I had a cup of tea with some viscous milk in it. I felt like the milk was more viscous than usual. I don't know how to explain it.
Was it off?
I hope so.
When it's off, it becomes viscous? Is that true?
Well, let's find out.
Yeah.
In the next half an hour, it'll become painfully obvious if it was.
Do you drink coffee?
No.
You don't drink coffee at all?
Only arseholes drink coffee.
Oh,
didn't you get that memo?
Nah, I didn't know that.
During the pandemic.
I wish you had told me.
Halfway through the pandemic, there was a memo released.
From Dan Andrews?
Yep, that only arseholes drink coffee.
I didn't know that.
And the fucking legends wear North Face jackets to press conferences.
Is that why you're wearing a North Face jacket right now? Well, okay.
Yeah.
Is that North Face?
Legend, man.
Yeah. I've forgot you're a legend.
They don't call me the man with the golden tonsils or a legend. Okay? We've
Two things they definitely don't say.
No.
Okay.
All right.
So, Stephen Curry, confession one comes from...
Can I just say,
of course.
I can't wait. I love the arseholes that you bring to this
You're excited.
show.
Yeah.
I just can't wait. Let's go.
I felt like if you really didn't want to wait, you wouldn't have said that. You would have just let it happen.
I can wait, can't I?
You can.
No, I can't. Now, from here on, in for 3, 2, 1, can't wait, go.
Can you let me know if you can wait during the podcast again and I'll just stop?
By interrupting you.
Okay.
Because you know I like to do that.
I love it, and I love it. Confession one is from Lucia. Lucia writes, would you say Lucia or Lucia?
I say Lucia because I'm a classy motherfucker.
Of course you are, North Face, I forgot. Think you've got me pegged?
Yep.
Think again.
I've got you.
I've got you. I'm a woman who you can't work.
I did have that bit. I had pegged on that bit.
Okay, you're good. Gee, you're good. Your detective work.
Okay.
I'm a woman who you can't work out. You can try and figure me out, but you never really will.
Got her. She's going to assume someone else's identity.
That's quite...
Okay, go.
Do you know that's actually true?
Okay, go.
I don't know how you got that, but that's
because she told us too much.
Okay. She gave way too much.
Let's go, Luch.
I'm complex and mysterious all at the same time. That's hard to be two things at once, of course.
It's multitasking. Women can do that stuff.
They can, actually. I'm 32 years old, and sometimes I wish I wasn't. Sometimes I wish I was that 22-year-old Lucia again, dreaming of what it would be like to be 32.
Oh, God.
When I should have been a proper grown-up. So did you dream, when you were 22, did you dream of being 32?
I thought I'd be dead by 30.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did everybody think that?
My mother is very surprised.
Yeah.
I sit here at 44, almost 45.
Do you call her every day?
Still alive. Hey?
Do you call her every day just letting her know that you're still alive?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and she goes, oh, every day. It's like, oh, not like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, just
like, oh.
Hello.
Hi.
And which one is this again?
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I'm not yet a grown-up. See, you didn't have me pegged at all. But you did, though, Stephen, because you did have a peg right from the
Hang
start.
on. She hasn't told us anything.
Nothing. But you've already guessed it.
That she's full of nothing.
That she's full of nothing. And she's going to change her whole identity.
What she's told us is she used to be 22 and now she's 32. And when she was 22, she thought what it would be like when she's 32.
Yeah.
And now she's not 22 anymore because she's 32.
Yeah. You've got this. You have got her all figured out.
The end.
This is the end of Confess.
Wow, that's
beautiful.
We didn't have you pegged. All right, let's peg her down.
You see, I don't learn from my lessons, and I wish I could.
They're the best.
Oh, lessons are great.
That's why my wife even married me.
Is that true? Lessons?
Yeah. No, because she will not learn from her lessons.
She will not learn.
All right.
I keep having affairs with married men.
Yes.
Always the married man wanting a little side piece.
Oh,
are you excited now?
I feel like she's got a lot of self-esteem.
A lot of self-esteem.
Oh, here we go.
And it's alluring at first. You get to go up to their apartment or hotel in a little skirt and ride them like your favourite Disney ride.
Is that the teacups? Is that
There's
the
a teacup,
teacups?
Yeah, the man has to spin like a teacup. Yeah. Famously. Very sexy.
Right.
But then you grow tired of it. Of course,
How long
you've been
do you
on
reckon? 15 minutes?
30 seconds, I reckon, on a teacup.
Okay.
I'd be out.
Okay.
Your life seems a little lackluster after that.
Yeah.
So I decided to move towns. Move to a brand new city and start again. Change everything about myself.
And still fuck a lot of married men.
Still fuck a lot of married men, yeah, in teacups.
Just change my tops and stuff. Like
Just
get
top.
new glasses.
Well, she changes her hair colour.
Yeah.
That's good.
New frames.
Is that what you would do if you wanted to change?
I'd go those frames. You know those frames of very confident hipster people that are just kind of ironic?
Like my frames?
No, they're not ironic.
I don't mind. I don't wear mine
they're
ironically.
lovely.
Thank you
I
so
would
much.
love to have the confidence to wear ironic glasses, but I just don't have the chutzpah.
Did you mean like the really colourful ones, like fluorescent?
Yeah, and big frames, thick frames.
Okay.
I just think things that they look in the mirror and go, you can't say hipster. If you're a hipster, you don't say hipster.
You don't.
It's the only movement in in history that doesn't call itself what it is.
Sure, yeah, that's true.
It moves too fast.
Moves way too fast. Yeah, you can't keep up.
I'm more dad core.
Dad call?
Yeah.
Is that what you call yourself?
Don't worry. I've already. You know what? In the time it took you to answer that,
Yep.
I'm not dad core anymore.
You've already moved
I've
on.
evolved. All right,
You're
let's
far
go.
ahead.
Come on, Lucia.
Change everything about myself.
Yep.
I would be Annette here, a completely different person in a completely different town.
Sorry.
Yep.
Annette?
Annette.
Her name's Annette.
She changed it to
She's
Annette.
not going to just... Okay.
You were thinking she'd go for something cooler than that?
It's okay.
Is it fun? Yep.
She's turned her... So she's moved town,
Yep, from Lucia.
changed from Lucia into Annette. Because that'll make all the difference.
All the difference.
And then hits up all the married guy bars.
As Annette.
Are there married guy bars?
Yep.
Yeah.
Only married men can go in and they have to
If you
show
could give
proof.
me a list of those, that'd be fantastic. Because I might meet Annette.
Lucia was blonde. Annette would have brown hair.
Oh, she's mixed everything
She's
up.
mixed it. She changed it all.
Do you reckon she wigged up, or do you reckon she actually
I reckon she
got some Weller?
I reckon she got some Weller. I reckon she got some Weller.
Got some Weller. And she actually went something like chestnut.
Oh, chestnut. Yeah. And she asked everybody what colour. She's fun. She goes, what colour do you think this is? I'm not brunette.
Yeah.
I'm not brunette Annette. I am
brunette.
I am chestnut.
See?
That's good.
Brunette Annette.
Brunette Annette. It makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah. I would talk differently. Indistinguishable.
What do you think, backwards?
Probably backwards. or just a slight accent.
Or a stutter?
Okay, I was thinking accents, but yeah, maybe a stutter.
So some sort of affectation which
Maybe a
makes
stutter.
her, differentiates her from Lucia.
Yeah.
And she goes, are you married? That kind of stuff?
Are you married? Yeah.
Married?
Do you think that would draw you to a person, the stutter? You go, this isn't as confident as Lucia.
I think so. I used to have a stutter as a kid.
Did you?
And a lisp. And a problem pronouncing my R's. So
When you became famous, did that just go?
Stephen Cowie, that wasn't going to work. What was it? Anyway.
It wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
But at Revs,
I fucked a lot of
you can't even listen.
Revs. Go.
All these people only knew me as brunette and didn't want to stop for a moment and think about stupid Lucia.
Stop. Think of me as brunette, not Annette.
Okay, so they
brunette
only think
Annette.
of her with... Yeah, so brunette Annette, they only think of her with the brown hair. They don't think about Lucia with the blonde hair.
So that makes all the difference, does it? The hair colour makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you not know that?
She's deep. Let's go.
But since moving away and cutting off all my ties, I leave behind...
She's going to say cutting off all my bangs.
all her bangs. She cut off her bangs, completely different person. No, I'm not Lucia. She had bangs.
She had bangs.
I leave behind 6 men who I had affairs with, 6 men who I had cheated with.
6 men who were married.
6 men who were married.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
6 men who I cheated with, sucked their dicks, and didn't tell their wives. You should get that on a t-shirt.
Okay. I dare say sucking the dicks is sort of intrinsic in the cheating bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to go into that if you don't want.
I think it's colouring the story, definitely. But at the same time, I think let's just tell the story like you cheated.
Yeah.
Let's just. I'm not going to have to. I don't need to know all of the bits that you did. And he touched me on the boob over the bra.
Yeah.
And then
One
under
time.
the bra. It's like okay, we get.
We
it.
don't need to know.
We know how
We kissed.
heavy petting with married men in some dirty back alley behind some married guy bar goes.
Yeah. Or a Best and Western.
Or a Motel Formula 1.
Where people have definitely died. And now, just now, a year into being a net,
Yes.
I feel like I've wronged these women
Fucking oath you have.
and think they deserve to know who their fucking husbands really are. I want to make this right.
She's making herself a honey trap.
Make herself a honey trap.
Oh my God.
Am I as bad as them?
Yes.
Even though I'm a net now.
Yes.
You didn't expect that question. Okay. Yeah. And do I have to now tell the people around me who have grown to love me
Oh my God.
that I'm not who they think I am?
Wait on. Are the people around her the married men she's fucking?
No, different people now.
She's got new friends who don't know that she used to be Lucia.
Didn't know.
She's fucked a bunch of married men with her new hair.
With the new
lack of bangs.
Yeah, lack of bangs.
A lot of bangs.
Yeah. You know Annette, lack of bangs?
Lack of bangs. No, lack of bangs. Heaps of bangs. That's what I call it.
Okay, heaps of bangs.
And now she is turning into a vigilante?
Vigilante, yeah.
Because those guys are awful because...
She sucked their dicks.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No. Their dicks allowed themselves to be sucked.
Yes.
So
that's a good way to explain that you cheated on someone.
Yeah.
My dick allowed itself.
And it didn't even ask me.
Can you believe that?
It
didn't consult me. Did it talk to you beforehand?
No.
Didn't talk to me?
No, it didn't say a word.
It winked.
It winked at one stage. It winked at me. Now, okay, so the new people that she's with don't know that she's living a complete lie.
No.
Do they know that she's been fucking and sucking married men?
She's completely changed her identity and doesn't talk about this anymore. I imagine she's living her best life as a single 32-year-old woman.
Moralistic. Highly moraled. Is that a word?
Moraled, yep.
Moraled.
Let's go with that.
That's an adjective?
Probably.
I'm moraled.
Let's just go with it.
Highly moraled woman is now going to let the women know what arseholes the husbands are, and she doesn't want... Sorry, does she want the friends, her new friends, to know what's been going on?
She's thinking of telling them.
What? That she's not called Annette?
Yeah. Because I reckon she's moved town. She now works in a general store or a gallery in a very small country town.
Okay, so there are two issues at play here.
Sure.
She wants the women to know that their husbands are arseholes, and she wants her friends to know who she really is.
Yeah.
Is she going to tell the women, or should we listen to the... Is that the story?
That's the whole story. So,
what the fuck?
So she's going, should I tell the wives of the men? Because I've moved towns, but I've all these crossroads and all these things that haven't been really tied together nicely. Well, the end game is that these women now know what their husbands are really like.
Okay, so then does Annette, as Lucia playing Annette, does she then do this face-to-face with these women? Or
I think she's going to go back.
Some dirty little, like rando kind of...
You think like anonymous letters?
Anonymous letters.
Yeah. Well, she's very good at that because she posted that on Reddit a few days ago.
Is this where you get your things from?
Yeah. Spend a lot of time on it. Okay. I can read just some that I get. That there was one person that posted the other day, because I have to trawl through these now, and I have to find the ones that are quite lengthy because some of them are just like, I'm addicted to eating sea monkeys.
Yeah.
Like, some of them are so short.
We all are, but
we all are. At the end of the day, don't write
post that.
I post that.
I eat food.
Yeah, talk about the dicks you suck or nothing, or shitting themselves.
Dicks that allowed themselves to be sucked in your presence.
I'm sorry, I should have said that correctly. So, okay, does she write anonymously? Does she go and confront them face to face? Does she leave it?
Okay, I'm going to say this. I reckon Lucia/Annette it might be very cathartic for her to go face to face to these women.
Yeah.
Give them the backstory she gave Reddit. Give them
the whole backstory.
If you're going to come clean, is this as much a catharsis for her to kind of go, I'm going to now... Because there must be a lot of weight on the shoulders. You know,
I like how you did that.
Thank you.
That's like a party. That's like a Revs move.
Visual medium.
Yeah.
I pushed up my both hands from my shoulders in sort of a... What would you call that?
I've call that a whoop whoop.
A whoop whoop.
A whoop whoop. It's a whoop whoop. Yeah.
But maybe that's the thing she needs to do. There would be a lot of what a nasty web we weave and all that sort of stuff.
Of course.
Or, the truth will set you free. And I think maybe... She could even go back to calling herself... I know this sounds crazy.
This is going to be crazy. Whatever you say.
Her name.
Lucia.
Lucia.
Should go back to be blonde again?
Grow the bangs.
Yeah.
Go blonde. She's natural
Platinum
blonde?
blonde.
Was she saying she was a natural blonde?
Natural blonde, I think.
Well, she just stopped dyeing the hair, and instead of buying the Weller chestnut, she was...
I think she's natural.
Back natch.
I like to think she's full natch. Full natch blonde. Okay, so full natch blonde.
Yeah. Again, though, can I just say,
of course,
in keeping with our thing that we have here, I don't like her.
Whoa.
I don't.
Okay.
I haven't ever liked. I haven't ever liked any of the people that you presented me on the show. So
I just like to know that you don't like these people.
I don't like Lucia's style because I think she's got a lot more going on in that closet than she's letting Reddit know about.
Well, she's got all this hair dye in the closet. She could be a different person. A lot of Weller in the closet.
What was it called? Weller Balsam.
Weller Balsam. But you don't like anybody, famously. You don't like anybody.
I do, mate.
Nah, not you. Confession, thank you.
I like... do you mean in terms of this...
In confessions.
Dude, I have
you don't
not
have to
liked
start naming
one
the people that you
person.
like.
No, there was the one lady... There was the one lady who...
Pretend her husband died in a horrible plane crash.
No, there was the lady who was intimate with the young gentleman who shat the bed, or was it the other way around? And then the young gentleman...
she shat the bed.
She shat the bed, and then she lifted up the sheets, and then she ran out of the place and took his sheets, and he never saw her again. I liked him.
Okay. That was the only person that you...
Yeah. Because I felt for him.
You felt for him? You fell in love with him?
I felt an affinity for that gentleman because I thought... I remember at the time wondering what count cotton were the sheets.
Yeah, you got
because if he went full of gypsy...
Yeah. Full of gypsy.
Then he'd be spewing because he's like, where did my full of gypsy go?
Oh, God, they're expensive as well.
Even at the Boxing Day sales, that shit's not cheap.
Nah. Even if you're getting bamboo, that's not cheap. Yeah. Comfy, not cheap.
Not cheap.
If it's comfy, it's not cheap. But I like how I said that you don't like anybody and you started naming people you like. And you got to me.
I got you and then I ran out of ideas. Dave Lawson. Dave
Lawson's good.
I love my wife. Yeah. I like my wife.
You like your wife.
And those two things are not mutually exclusive.
Yep. Rick Davies?
I love Rick Davies.
Yep. Ryan Shelton.
Oh, by the way, my children.
Yep.
Love my children. Ryan Shelton is lovely.
Yep.
Haven't mentioned any ladies yet outside of my wife. That's
because
crazy.
You don't
my
look
best
at them.
friend, my oldest and bestest friend, Elizabeth Clancy. Been friends with her since I was 2. I like her.
Okay. So that's a good list. That's a great list of people that you like.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying Lucia, drop it.
Justine Clark. Oh, sorry.
Justine Clark.
Sorry, I'm not
Ashley Ketty.
Ashley Ketty.
Yep.
A lot of people I like.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good.
They've got a good IMDb score.
That's all you care about.
All right.
But you haven't.
What? Huh?
You haven't got a good IMDb score, have you?
Shit house.
Yeah.
And my brother pointed it out to me. So it's in the,
I remember you telling me.
20,000
it's not
or something.
Nice.
It's bad.
It's not nice that he brought it up.
Yeah,
I'm angry at him. But I don't like him. Okay, so do you think Lucia just moves on? Doesn't tell anybody.
Lucia goes back to Lucia. And I think...
Does she tell her friends in the new town that she's Lucia?
Again, you've brought me a few people who've gone off to other towns with new names. I think what about the rubble that she's left in the old town?
Wake.
What about her family? What about? Do these people have Roots?
Yeah.
She has plenty. But, you know what I mean? Like,
like
okay, so you've gone and wrecked a few marriages or allowed yourself to be the vessel which was...
You've gone back to the penis analogy.
In the wreckage.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, those blokes were ready to wreck anyway, so you were just a vessel. You were whatever.
Allowing yourself, yep.
Allowing their penises to be in your realm.
Of course. Have you done the sex talk with the kids?
This is it. They're listening.
You play them.
We're going out live, aren't we?
Of course, yeah.
G'day, boys.
This goes straight stream to your living room.
And they're 8 and 6 now, so I think it's
about time. Yeah.
I think it's time. Wow.
So you reckon, okay, just go back to Lucia and confront your problems head on. Lucia.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's true. Because you wouldn't do that, would you? You wouldn't just hide away. Not with those new glasses, those hipster glasses.
No. Can I just say what I like about this podcast? I like many things about this podcast.
Okay.
But any other podcast where you sat there and as you feel like you're rounding up to the end of part of the conversation, the host just starts flicking through their phone. Like, that would usually be a little bit offensive.
Right.
But I know the theme of this is you're getting it all from the phone.
Yeah. Okay. You haven't been on any other show where someone's just been on their phone the whole time?
I've been on plenty of radio shows.
No, you have.
Interviewed on plenty of radio shows where the host has been there for so fucking long that they don't care anymore.
Right.
So I won't say who it is, but they'll say, So, Stephen, obviously haven't seen the film, but I believe it's quite fantastic. Can you give us a little idea about of what it's about, right? And so you start saying, well, it's a pretty average film that no one's going to see or whatever. Right?
Yeah. You're always spinning gold. Publicity people love you.
They love me.
Yeah.
Anyway, and as soon as you start answering, they are looking through the window at their producer, doing little kind of gestures, like 2 fingers, 1 finger.
What are we having for lunch?
This, and then pointing at like the Dettol wipes or whatever, and going, these won't do. I asked for the.
I asked for this brand only.
Yeah.
Pino clean.
I asked for the Pinos.
Yeah, Pinos.
And it's like, Pino. And it's like you're going, okay, thanks. Anyway, and so what I do is I like to intrinsically put an answer in that I know he's going to ask next.
Oh, that's so
it's
clever.
Be something like, and we had such a great time, and working with, let's say, just Justine Clark.
Sure.
Working with Justine Clark was an absolute joy. And then he will know when conversations get to a point where it's time
so he's turning
to
back,
ask his next question.
And what was working with
from Justine? The Pino conversation, and he goes, "And you worked with Justine Clark, I believe. How was that? What was that experience like?" And I'll say something like, "Well, I mean." Notwithstanding the fact that I've already answered that, I think she is, and he's already back onto Pino, and he's not listening to any of it.
I need this now.
Yeah. It's kind of like a fun game that's fun for probably me and a few of my close friends.
Yeah, and people listening as well, mate. Oh, no, they wouldn't even know what was going on.
I don't think the people even listening to Dennis, these people would even...
Peter Hitchener. Go with Peter Hitchener.
Peter Hitchener would even be listening. Do you know what I mean? I think it's something that you put on while you're...
Just in the background.
Working the azaleas. You know what I mean? Whatever you're doing. And that's not a euphemism. No. There's so much of this is going to get cut out of this conversation.
No, so you are saying that even though I'm going through my phone, I'm better than some radio people. Is that what you're saying?
You are amazing. And I like how you straddle. And I wanted to give the audience at home, in this bit you're going to cut out, I wanted to give them a good little sense of how good you are at multitasking and at keeping the line in this conversation going whilst
on my phone the whole time.
Looking at what fuckhead is going to come from Reddit next.
Because I'm not messaging. I'm not texting.
I know you're not texting.
I'm not texting.
You better not be texting.
I'm not texting. I'm texting Dave Law.
Imagine you
wish he was here.
Go to text Dave and you accidentally text me and it's like, what the...
Stephen's a cunt.
Sammy, and you misspelled cunt, you idiot.
Wish you was here, babe.
Yeah. You misspelled legend. You spelled C-U-N-T.
We've got confession 2. Comes from Tom. Tom confesses. I really hope you're going to like this person.
Did you hear my drink then?
I did. I loved it.
Sorry. Go.
I work in a hamburger shop.
Yes.
Don't worry. I'm 22.
I'm trying not to.
Don't worry. Just
hang on. Whoa. Don't worry. I'm 22.
Yeah.
Don't worry about where my life's headed.
Where my life's headed, I think.
Mate, burger shops are great places to work.
How's that great? The Whitlam song? The hamburger?
Oh, yeah, the hamburger. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We'll play it for the listeners. I can play 30 seconds legally.
The Dave O'Neill, great bit of Dave O'Neill stand-up where he talks about how everyone wants to start in middle management. And he goes, that's fantastic. Who's going to make my burger?
That's right.
Tom.
Yeah, Tom's going to make your burger. Answered it. Don't worry. Right. I'm 22 in a beachside town, and I love it.
Okay.
I've worked here for a few years now, since I got out of school.
Nice.
People my age have already moved on to the city at this stage of their lives.
Imagine how many roots you get in summer.
So many roots in
22-year-old working at
a hamburger shop.
Joint.
Yeah. You get a free Chipotle if you root him.
Would you like an egg with that? And she goes,
can't afford that.
I'll throw it in for free. And she goes, you're sorry, sweet, but I'm allergic to egg. It kind of makes me shit my pants. Or something like that.
That's the sexy combo.
Can I get you some chips? And she goes, what kind of oil? And he goes, oh, fuck it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
You want to have a root up in the beach tonight? And she goes, yeah.
Up on the beach.
Up on the beach.
Up on the beach.
That's how they talk. That's how the youngsters talk these days. A root up on the beach.
Up on the beach? It's higher than our level. Up on.
They wouldn't say root, would they?
No.
What do they say? Mac on.
Probably Mac on.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew that I didn't want to go on and achieve big things. I was always happy living the life that I led, and that was working in a hamburger shop for the rest of my life.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do when you grow up, Tom?
I want to work in hamburgers up in the coastline and meet the girls up on the beach.
Whatever.
On the beach.
Okay.
But that's not really the truth.
Nah. Of course it's not.
I wanted to move on. This is just the story I tell people.
Okay.
My mate's dad, George, owns the shop, and I've stayed here out of guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Stop looking at the ceiling board.
Hang on, mate's dad. No, hang on. So
okay.
Does the mate have to work at the burger shop too, or is it just Tom working at his mate's dad's burger shop because he feels responsibility?
He feels responsibility.
Okay.
Right. What do you think? What do you think the guilt is? Do you think it's sexy?
No, I think he funds his life by skimming at the burger,
taking some money off top
out of the till.
Shit, taking some extra buns, if you will.
I think he feels he's got the guilt, but the overriding guilt is the fact that he kind of justifies adding to his pay packet from his mate's dad's burger joint.
That'll be huge. When I was only 14 years old, I burnt his kitchen.
That's what I meant.
Yep. I knew. Yeah.
What I meant was
I was reading between the lines with that.
Burnt his kitchen.
Probably
burnt his kitchen.
Burnt his kitchen.
I mean, burnt his kitchen. Does that mean like left a little sort of burn?
He singed it.
He just burnt his kitchen down.
Burnt his kitchen down.
His kitchen down.
Down.
Well, why don't we finish our sentences, Tom?
Yeah, completely ruined it, and he still doesn't know it was me. Yeah, you cut him off way too soon.
How about I stop interrupting?
No, you got to interrupt.
All right. Well, my mate Staggers, by the way, has told me off. Specifically for interrupting you during these stories.
But you're meant to. That's the whole point of the podcast.
I tried to tell him, and he said, yeah, but not as much as you do.
You're hearing it from me. Not as much as
No, he did. He said not as much
Staggers.
As you do. I know.
Because you and Staggers,
on this show,
I would love to have Staggers on the show.
He's really good.
Yeah, Staggers is fantastic.
Yeah.
Staggers and I message each other sometimes, occasionally.
I know you do.
3 messages. But I think Staggers is fantastic.
Yeah.
Humdinger, is that coming back?
Oh, look, it's there. We just need to. It's kind of it's.
You're taking a break, Christmas break.
Yeah, it's sort of like work dependent, and unfortunately, there's a bit too much happening at the moment where we just can't really get our shit together.
I'm sorry you're busy.
Don't worry.
I'm sorry you're working.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. All right, go.
Not putting out your free content all the time.
You're lucky you got me here, mate.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'm working at my mate's dad's burger joint, and I've got to get down the coast and do some rooting up on the beach.
I blamed it on his son and got away with it. How's that?
That's okay.
We were having a party without them knowing at the ripe old age of 14 when everything seemed so exciting.
In the kitchen of the burger joint?
No, kitchen at home.
Oh.
Home kitchen, house party.
Okay.
All right. Booze, women.
Burgers?
No burgers. No, just booze and women. The two big things. Booze and women. No burgers.
Let the burger see the buns. Do you reckon they said that joke at that stage, at any time that night?
Yeah.
Let the burger see the buns.
I reckon they've got the same.
The whole place went up. All right.
I reckon they've got the same joke that they use all the time.
Okay.
So this one will be on the board for a long time.
Okay.
George just
didn't say
the party.
how he burnt the thing down.
He does. He goes on to say that.
Oh, so stop interrupting.
No. George's son, let's just call him Tim, told me his parents were away, so it was a perfect night to host an epic party. I don't want to go into it too much, but I was playing with fire that night, quite literally. And some tea towels went up in flames in the kitchen. but before I knew it, the whole kitchen was going up.
Oh, God.
I told Tim that I saw another kid who was at the party playing with matches. But truth be told, it was me the entire time. Of course, we knew that already. Since then, I've felt so awful, but have never told anybody. I've stayed working for his dad. It's a weird punishment, isn't it?
Pays.
Yeah, it pays. He still brings it up to this day and can't believe it. At the end of a shift, he'll often sit on an oil barrel, light up his cigarette, and go over it in his head.
Sit on a petrol tank. Light up his...
Ash into a petrol tank. I feel...
I can't believe kids could be so irresponsible. It's like, fuck.
Still talking about the same story, man.
Jesus.
I feel like I need to tell someone so I can get away from this town. I'm only punishing myself now. All right, so Stephen, that's a weird confession. Another weird confession. That was not the first weird confession. But to punish yourself by staying at the burger joint and listening to this same story.
Are you familiar with the concept of self-flagellation?
No, I'm not. Please.
So I was raised a Catholic.
Of course.
And I haven't been to church for many, many, many decades. But self-flagellation is a particularly Christian thing in which you basically punish yourself for your own actions.
Okay.
Shall we say. And self-flagellation usually used to involve physical pain inflicted upon oneself. Okay? So I think Tom might be flagellating on a regular basis.
Sure. Always flagellating.
Up in the dunes. If he can't get any backpackers,
up on the beach,
goes up for a self-flagellate up in the dunes. No, but I think there might be a sense of self-loathing and I guess maybe even a subconscious need to put things right.
Sure.
But I do have an overriding fear that he's full of shit as well, because if you tell, let's say you and I are partying in your dad's kitchen.
Of course, it could happen.
Playing with fire.
Of course.
Numerous tea towels go up and the whole fucking thing burns down. And I say, oh, I did see Dave playing with matches.
Yeah.
You tell me you wouldn't go and approach Dave about it? The dad comes and finds his kitchen burned down, doesn't at least go, they're 14 years old.
Yeah.
He doesn't go when Tom goes, Dad, a kid was playing with. Did Tom take? He didn't take the blame, did he?
I don't think Tom. No, Tom didn't take the blame. He blamed it on someone else.
But his mate didn't take the blame to his dad.
No,
right.
No.
So what? I'm sorry. Let's now make yourself his dad.
Yeah.
Come in. Your kitchen is burned down.
Sit on
by
a
bunch of 14-year-old boys, barely pubescent boys. You don't go to the parents of the kid who was supposedly playing with matches.
Who they pinned it on,
and burnt the fucking kitchen down, and go, now listen. I've got insurance.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you could pay the excess.
Sure. Point at them and say that.
Maybe you could pay the excess. Or maybe your son, who has been accused of this, might come and work in my burger joint.
Forever.
I don't bear him any grudge.
Yeah.
I simply think that maybe he could pay the excess off by working a summer perhaps in my burger joint.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Maybe forever.
I don't buy that Tom's mate, when Tom fucking said it was Dave, didn't go, Dad, and you're 14. Only in movies are 14-year-olds so moral fucking high ground that they won't dob the first fucker in to take themselves out of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. When I was 14, fuck me, did I dob everybody
I imagine.
For most things that I did.
Yeah. And that's normal. That's normal life. That's normal life of being a regular, cool dude. I'm always saying that.
Yeah, the cooler the dude, the more he puts his friends in it.
Yeah.
That's what I've always said.
Dob everyone in. Who cares? Be a grass.
And it's weird that I don't have many friends.
I'm your friend.
I'm no mathematician, but that don't add up.
That don't add up.
That's why you're my friend, because you feel bad for me.
Yeah.
Because I've dobbed every single person that ever loved me in for kitchens that I've burned down.
Yeah. Stephen Curry, you've burnt a lot of bridges. Let's just say a lot of
bridges as well.
Let's just say bridges.
Yeah, I've burned
Let's get that
4
clean.
bridges. And I've burned a shitload of kitchens.
It's confession time from you. Okay, so you don't buy it. You're saying
and an old growth forest.
That Tom didn't do this.
I think Tom is entertaining himself by telling a lie on the internet.
Yep. Okay, let's move on.
Am I meant to be I'm meant to be saying more kind of what do you do in a moral
You don't have to. You can do what you want. It's your advice.
I don't believe
It's your
Tom.
advice, Colin.
I don't believe Tom for a
Don't believe
second. But if it was, let's say it was absolutely true. I feel like enough time has passed. That's 8 years.
8 years.
Has passed.
Yep.
That it's almost funny now.
You think you could bring it up at the burger shop?
He stuck it out for all those years.
Yep.
He didn't leave when everyone else left. When that other kid who supposedly burned the kitchen down left.
Dave.
He stayed.
Yeah.
He worked his butt off for his mate's dad's burger joint.
And had to hear the same fucking story every night on the oil barrel.
Yeah, and I think the dad has now started to tell that story in a comedic sense at barbecues, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that will now be a funny story.
Yeah. I think it will too. Tell it at Tim's wedding. Funny story. Bring it up.
That is a ripping idea.
Yeah, best man.
So you might be waiting 10 or so years, but tell
Bring
that
it
story.
up.
He missed the 21st.
Yeah.
And maybe the 21st was
working at the
1
burger
year
shop.
too early.
1 year too early.
1 year too early.
Well, confession 3 comes from Amy. Amy writes, I had this massive week at work coming up.
Yes.
And knew that there'll be some all-nighters.
Yeah.
There was this guy, Joshua, I was working with, who I quite fancied at the time. I was a bit younger than him, a lawyer, and he was my superior. We were staying back late and later, drinking a little too much at the end of the long day.
Yeah.
One night, I even had the guts to say something. In my world, you've got to shoot your shot, no matter the consequences.
That's, wow.
Yeah.
That's a T-shirt.
Deep.
All right. See, if a girl wore that
Yeah. Shoot
in
your shot.
Brunswick,
Yeah.
cool, ironic, funny. If I wore that in St Kilda,
Yeah.
I'd be probably arrested.
Yeah. You would get chased down.
I would be suspected.
What does shoot your shot mean?
I would be suspected of various dodgy, awful things.
Because just your eyes.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
see it all.
It's like my.
You're looking nervous.
As they're reading my T-shirt, I would have to say my eyes are up here.
My eyes are up.
Sorry.
Yeah, make it worse for yourself.
Yeah, okay.
But a good story for you later.
Yeah, okay.
My mum always used to tell me that a butterfly doesn't just become a butterfly. That takes time, and you have to put work in.
You got to build yourself a cocoon.
Got to build yourself a cocoon. So Joshua and I are staying back late that night.
Oh, yummy.
I'm feeling a bit sick.
Sorry. You can't say yummy, come on.
You can.
That then looks like people visually think
Okay.
I'm wearing that T-shirt.
Yeah,
so
okay. Do you want to say something else?
Cool.
Oh, that's good. I'm feeling a little bit sick that day, but know that it will just be me and Joshua up late that night.
Yeah.
So I want to press on. What do you think's going to happen?
I think the Barry White's going to come on.
At lunchtime, I nearly vomit, but decided to just keep powering on,
Oh, no.
not knowing that I had either food poisoning or some kind of gastro at the time.
Oh, no.
We worked into the night, and I wanted him to take me right then and there. We started kissing, and he told me that we should leave. As we neared the doorway, kissing, I felt my gut start to churn, and I knew that this was not going to end well.
Or it could be love.
Is that what love feels like?
Could be love or dysentery. It's very...
They're very similar.
The
yeah.
early twangs
The twangs. Yeah.
are very similar.
Very similar. Yeah. Did you have those twangs at Revs?
I did. Yeah. And on my wedding day, I thought, I'm so in love with this woman.
But then you just shut
I
yourself.
had dysentery.
Yeah, dysentery.
Sorry, keep going.
So I told him that I would meet him in the car, pretending that it'd be sexier if I met him outside.
Ooh.
So it's a good play, isn't it?
Okay, so she's buying herself time
Buying
to go
herself
into a
some time.
massive shed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's clever. I don't know what I was thinking, but it worked. As he got out, I started running to the bathroom, but the lift wasn't fast enough. So I saw myself in the bins.
What lift?
Apparently, office with the lift.
Yeah.
Not toilets on every floor, Stephen.
What? Why not?
The luxury that you live such a
Why
luxurious life.
Do you have toilets on this floor?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
There's no toilets downstairs.
Do you have an office building? Why would you
Yeah.
build an office building and go, do you know what? Every floor but the 17th, we're going to put a shitter in.
Yeah, yeah,
Just put a shitter in there.
yeah. It doesn't take long. Imagine having to get a lift to take a wee.
It's the problem with hot desks, isn't it? They
true.
take up way too much. Those
don't have room
open
for toilets.
Open plan.
Yeah.
We'll just do an open plan latrine. Do you know what I mean? Make the whole thing very Ally McBeal.
Yeah. What would you have urinal all the way around the office?
All the way
Imagine that.
around. So you'd
all
be
the way around.
pissing out on the city.
Yeah, that's fun.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, that's a fun place to
All
work.
right, sorry.
Pissing all day.
Anyway, so she's missed her. The lift is slow.
Yeah, she saw herself in the bin.
Shat in the bin.
Yeah.
In the bin in the lift.
No, I think it must have been outside the lift. I don't think you have bins in a lift.
I'm going to say she's not colouring her story very well.
Okay. Joshua came back up just as I was
Colouring
done.
the bins, okay.
Colouring the bins.
Sorry, what?
So Joshua came up just as I was done and had cleaned myself up, and I went back to his. I held it together for a bit of the night, but didn't stay at Joshua's because I was terrified it would happen again.
Okay.
So imagine it would happen and we get that story that's been told on this podcast so many times of someone shitting in the sheets.
Themselves. There's a theme.
Yeah. It was a Friday night when this went down, and now I'm terrified that when I go back on Monday, that someone will know that I shit myself in the bins. And that they'll know it was either me or Joshua.
So I didn't have time to get around to like washing them out, washing the bin out or anything.
No.
Just left
big,
it. And what we're imagining that is a messy...
Very messy. That's very messy.
You just leave it in the bin.
Leave it.
And is it
away.
one of those bins, do you think? You know those bins where if you take the top off, it's still got the little sort of the Ned Kelly opening in front where you can put the rubbish in?
I imagine that's the bin it is.
Bits came out of that, of the Ned Kelly.
Oh, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Such is life.
Yeah, such is life. You need to hose it out. Or you need to put other stuff on top of it and some sort of air freshener. Glen 20.
Or wash it out.
Oh, okay, wash it out.
He's India.
Yeah.
If he just goes, oh, she's taking a little bit extra time, he's not going to go wash
and inspect
the bin out.
Yeah, he'll wait for her.
Anyway, it's a bit lazy.
And also, like, the bins probably would have been cleaned out on a Friday night in an office, I imagine.
Oh, wouldn't that be a good job?
So just be shit.
That'd be a great job.
Just come and find it. Just upset.
That'd be a fantastic job.
God. Oh, God. That'd have been Tom's job at the hamburger joint.
And unless movies have lied to me, I've never worked in an office, but unless movies have lied to me, Friday night, when they're trying to clean the things, there's 4 of the office workers are all
having drinks.
Banging.
Yeah, they're boffing non-stop.
Having drinks. But don't they have movies?
They all have
movies
sex in
suggest
offices.
that they all have sex in offices.
Yeah, you know what accountancy firms are like.
Oh my
Always
God.
fucking.
It's like a fucking bang fest.
Bang fest.
But we've got to stop banging, guys. We've got tax returns to get done. It's almost the end of the financial year.
Oh my God.
EFIOS.
Okay, one more quick fuck, and then it's back to tax.
EFY.
Back to brass tax, not ass tax. Am I right, Stephen?
Yeah, is that the point we high five?
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, that was terrible.
That was
go
really
again.
bad.
Yeah.
I looked at your elbow that time. That's what a good one.
I so wish I was a CPA.
Do I tell my boss and Joshua before someone accuses me
of being the shitter?
Of being the shitter.
The phantom shitter.
The phantom shitter. What do you think our good friend Amy should do? Because she shit in a bin. Stephen, we've all been there. Give me $1 for every time we've done that.
In a bin. Yeah. But, okay, I'm going to say, and I've jumped the gun on this one, but I think, don't be so fucking lazy. Because as we all know, once you... We've all been there. We're all friends here on this podcast.
We're all friends.
Okay? Once you do that and it becomes on all of a sudden, then there is a sense of relief. Sure. You have a moment's repose.
A moment's repose.
Now, in that moment of repose, I just don't think it's acceptable for you to leave that for the cleaner. I just don't think it is.
I don't think it's fine in any circumstance to leave shit in a bin for a cleaner. I'll say it.
Okay, if there was like some pressing thing that was out there outside of some guy waiting for you because you're going to bang him.
What's pressing enough to leave shit in a bin?
What's pressing enough? I think maybe like, I don't know, you look out the window and you see a puppy dog on a train track.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Just outside the window.
In the movie, there'd be a puppy dog on a train track. And
Looking up.
You know what there would be? There would be someone being either... like beaten up.
Yep.
There'd be someone being robbed.
Yes,
There'd be some old lady being mugged or something. And you go,
Something
no
awful.
way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to go down and help that old lady.
Do my pants up.
Right? Also, she didn't get to the toilet in time.
The lift couldn't come down in time.
Did she find some way to wipe?
Well, she said she cleaned herself up, but she doesn't go into, we don't know what sort of situation this had. Did it have paper towel
Do you know
around?
what? Ladies bring lots of stuff in their bags.
That's true.
So hang on. So you've cleaned yourself up. You've had time to clean yourself up, but not go to the next floor where the bathroom is. I imagine the lift was too slow.
Yeah. We've been there by then.
She's got to the floor because the bin... Are there bins in lifts? Not really?
I don't think so.
So she's got out of the lift on the floor where the shitter is.
Call in if you've ever seen a lift in a bin.
Please, call in now.
A lift in a bin in a lift.
Well, yeah,
either way is fine.
In fact, if you'd seen a lift in a bin...
That's actually more impressive. Call in.
So she shat in the bin on the floor where the bathroom is she's had time to clean herself up. I'm going to go as far as to say she's had time to clean herself up in the bathroom that she was going to go to.
Yeah.
I'm going to say there is absolutely no excuse for her not to have taken that bin into that bathroom and tried just... Like, even if it's just a perfunctory measure.
Yeah. Just a perfunctory
You know when you
measure.
try and say a clever,
What was that word?
Is
perfunctory even a word?
No, I think it is. When you try and say a clever person's word and then you not only mispronounce it, but then you freak out because you think, what if Sammy asked me to give the dictionary definition of it?
I usually do that. I think
it sort of roughly means, oh God, I hope I get this right. I think it roughly means sort of like surface, like a surface.
Surface level.
You make an effort, but not a great effort.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a
perfunctory.
Like a perfunctory measure.
Yep.
I think it's right. I think it's right.
Stephen, anyway, can I just say I think you fucking nailed that?
Yeah. No, but it's almost like it's like you do it because you got to do it, but you don't do a great job of it.
Do you want me to look it up?
No.
Okay.
Because it's probably wrong. But, I mean, everyone's switched off anyway, but anyone who had been listening, going to be listening to this podcast, would have actually now gone off to look it up anyway, so that'll be fine. We'll get letters to the editor. I just think I have no sympathy at all.
Because imagine she killed someone. No cleanup. You got to worry about the blood?
What are you talking about?
What if you kill someone, Stephen?
Right, so
you're going to be careful about it. You don't leave evidence.
They're saying someone went in to try and clean up the bin, slipped on her shit and cracked her head open or something? No, right, I get it.
That's another messy cleanup.
I get it. So, no, I just think it's in the name of getting out there to go home, and obviously she kept it together for the night.
banging.
So there was whining and dining or something. There was time.
There was banging.
She had.
Yeah.
That guy wasn't going to go. No. Show some respect.
He was
Those
rock hard.
cleaners. That's not in the brochure.
It's not in the brochure, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's like, no, you should clean it out. You're the cleaner. You got to clean whatever's in the bin.
Well, it's actually not in my perfunctory contract.
Amount of your bowels.
Yeah.
That's not in the deal.
Not in my deal.
And the cleaner might even be some sort of, you often hear about cleaners who come from perhaps another country.
Oh, yeah.
And this might be like a
doctor or an engineer
or a microbiologist or something. In fact, the microbiologist might appreciate it.
Actually, yeah.
Might find a few cultures. But I think anyone else, like rocket scientist or something.
Yeah.
Rocket surgeon.
Yeah.
Then they don't want to be cleaning out your shit in it.
They don't want that. Nah, no one wants that. No one deserves that.
And by the way, can I just say, I'm not suggesting that all cleaners come from other countries.
Of course not.
But I'm simply saying, because there was a thing, Josh Thomas got in trouble a little while ago, that someone dragged up a thing from a few years ago where he was on a panel and they'd said to him, if you were casting someone who worked in a 7-Eleven, who would you cast? And he said, well, I'd definitely cast an Indian, or whatever he said, and it's like he was dragged over the hot coals. But what he was trying to say, and with a beer in his hand and kind of put on the spot, I think what he was trying to say was, A, I don't want to rob a person of subcontinental background of an acting job. B, maybe they would be considered because there are quite a few, and it wasn't saying that they're the only people that work in there, right? And I think poor old Josh copped what I'm probably would cop if I hadn't turned everyone off your podcast and no one's listening now in saying it's not a racist thing.
It's not a racist thing.
It's more kind of like who would you cast? And who would be
That'd
considered?
Be on the top of mine.
Who would be considered in the casting pool? I would consider you. I would consider me. I would consider Dave Lawson. I would also consider Dilrook to play the role.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would consider us all,
everybody,
to play the role if it came to the movie.
Wide net.
Cast a wide net.
Cast a wide net. Yeah. That'd be a good title for a casting agent.
Yeah.
For their book.
It would be
memoir.
Too. And I believe Dilrook is actually Sri Lankan too.
He is.
So don't think that I'm saying that Dilrook is in any way... Is Sri Lankan subcontinental? I believe it is.
I believe it is, yes. Yeah. I believe it is.
Is it East? Is Sri Lanka East Indies?
I don't know.
Find out.
Okay. I'll find out. Okay.
Make a perfunctory search.
I'll make a perfunctory. Siri? Perfunctory. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So, do you think that at any point Amy should go and tell her boss or Joshua before someone finds it and says someone shit in the bins?
Yes. I think she should definitely... Don't worry about Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua, that's not his problem.
No.
The boss, someone's going to get blamed for that.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a good lesson for Amy to learn.
Yep.
To kind of go, just clean up.
Just clean up.
If your shit doesn't end up in a toilet,
do
your best to try and clean that up. You know what I mean? And there's another T-shirt.
Just do your best to clean it up. I think it's beautiful advice for anyone because we have the final confession, Stephen Curry.
One.
And I know you haven't liked anyone.
So much editing to do on this podcast. How far in are we?
We are 54 minutes in.
Far out.
Confession 4 is from Dave. Dave confesses, my wife and I were on a holiday once, a European getaway. We were gone for a whole 3 weeks. And it was perfect.
Ooh la la.
No kids, just Susan and me.
The best.
Susan started feeling a little sick on the trip. However...
Is Susan going to shit herself?
She's going to shit in the bins. No, she's not.
Okay.
And I was worried that this would mean that I wouldn't get to go out and explore as much. I had to look after her. How boring's that? One night, Susan told me that I should go out. And while in Scotland, I went to a pub and then to a haunted manor I'd always wanted to see.
What?
You know, it's a regular boys' night out.
Okay.
Go to a haunted manor.
Okay. Haunted manor.
What are you doing tonight? Going to a haunted manor, probably.
Well, go to the pub first, but then I thought I might quickly pop into that haunted manor.
I don't believe in ghosts at all, but thought it'd be extremely interesting to see.
In that case, it's just a manor.
Just a manor.
Yeah, okay.
Not even haunted.
All right.
So I booked this tour, and as I walked in, I saw the most beautiful woman sitting by herself.
Or was it a ghost of a beautiful woman?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
She was a little different. Very pale.
Because I could see through her.
You can see through her.
Yeah,
that's one way to tell, isn't it? You can see through her.
She had no face.
She had no face.
Very beautiful, despite her lack of a face.
But I decided to go and sit with her and ask her how she was.
And she went, good. How are you?
You've been quite good at playing a ghost. Have you ever played a ghost?
No, I have died on stage many times.
Yeah.
Bang!
That was good.
Thank you. No, all right, go.
When I got closer, I saw she was even more beautiful than I ever imagined. Just wow. As we were chatting, I noticed that she wasn't...
Whoa. Just wow.
Just wow.
So just wow.
Just wow.
Only just wow?
Just wow. What did you want?
So it's not wow exclamation mark. It's just
wow.
There are echelons.
Yep.
And she just gotten over the precipice into wow.
Wow. She just went wow.
She was okay, and then she got 3 degrees better, and she became just wow.
Just
wow.
Just only wow. Just. Wow. Only just.
Just.
He probably told her.
And don't rest on your laurels, because you're about to drop down under wow territory here. You'll be back into
careful on the
Okaysville.
Wow. And we were chatting. I noticed that she wasn't pale. She was completely translucent.
Oh, she is a ghost?
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't believe it. Here I was, a skeptic, talking to a real-life ghost. All right, Stephen, imagine this has happened to you. Okay. What do you do?
Okay.
What's the first question you ask?
I would ask, can I see your boobies?
Yep. You probably can.
Can you? Well, if you're translucent. No, but what I mean, I don't mean to sound creepy here. I'm not trying to be creepy at all. But what I want to know is if you've gotten that far, she's talking to you, you've laid a bit of groundwork.
Yep.
Do you just keep going? Because is it cheating if she's a ghost?
Well, this is the whole thing. Is it?
Is that micro cheating? Is that what micro cheating is?
It might be micro cheating.
It's like, yes.
It's a little bit of cheating.
Yes, I slept with her, but she died in 1912.
I think that makes it so much better.
It's so much better. It's like you can't...
Yeah, she was dead.
Can you catch anything from a ghost?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Only maybe love.
Get slimed.
Could get slimed.
Yeah. You could catch love.
Could catch love.
Got a scorching case of love. And a little bit of coronavirus.
Maybe. I knew I was breaking apart from the group, but she was so enchanting, and she offered to give me a blowjob.
What? Did you make that up? Oh, fuck. Take it.
And then, I reckon, from a ghost
Take it.
Your wife would understand.
Take a ghost job.
A ghost job. I told her that I was married, but she just laughed it off. And behind a curtain, behind the curtain, she performed on me the single best oral sex I've ever had.
Okay. So, she's translucent. She's sucking his dick. She's not.
Imagine just feel like the wind.
It would too, wouldn't it? A blowjob.
Wind tunnel. A blowjob. A real blowjob. Yeah.
That's maybe where it came from.
The tornado.
That might have been from that haunted manor. That's where the term blowjob came from.
A lot of great things have happened in this haunted manor.
This is amazing.
Ghosts.
Go job.
Where go jobs came from. I didn't even get back to the group after that.
Oh my God.
I nearly ran home to see Susan, but she had no idea what just happened. And I never told her.
Yeah, keep going. I love Susan as well. I love Susan.
So, okay, this is interesting.
Okay.
2 people you love in a confession. Do you love Susan?
I love Susan.
Wow.
I don't even know Susan, but I feel like I love it. Sorry, what's the dude's name again?
The guy's name is Dave.
Dave and Susan. Okay, Dave.
Susan, but she had no idea what had happened. But I never told her. It's now been months, but I keep thinking about that amazing experience. The Just Wow experience.
It became Super Wow once she gave him that blowy.
Yeah. Blowy takes everything up to above wow. It feels good to write it here, but I feel as though one day I need to tell someone. And maybe And maybe that person is Susan.
Yeah.
Doesn't she deserve to know?
She would have the best time.
Yeah.
Tell Susan.
Yeah. Do you think your beautiful wife Nadine, do you think she would understand?
She would love it. She would probably have me committed. But no, she would love it. It's a great story. It's not... Of all the stories we've ever shared on this podcast, Sam, it's not
true.
a bad person. It is you. Of all of your listeners right now, I would like to see.
Hey, Mum.
I would like to see. Hello, Sammy's mum.
Thank you.
I would like to see a show of hands from you too, Sammy's mum. What's your mum's name?
Jezebel.
Jezebel. It's not.
That's Geraldine, but call it Jezebel.
That's fantastic.
Jezebel and Harlequin are my 2 parents' names.
Okay, so Jezzy, Harles. I want you guys to do it too, and I want every listener. Put your hand up if you would take the blowy from the ghost. Yeah, we've got a show of hands in here. Again, it's a visual medium. We've got 2 hands up in this.
2 hands up and a high five.
Oh, missed again. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The boys.
So, all right. All right. It's so great.
Yeah.
Because Dave, God love him, he is entitled to that experience.
Yep.
You name me any other people that you've ever heard of that have had a blowy from a ghost.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know any single person.
I don't know anyone. I've never heard of it.
No.
I don't cheat on my wife. I'm a very loyal and trustworthy husband.
Of course.
But I will tell you right now, if I was offered that blowy, I would take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to know what it feels like.
Yeah.
I want to know the joy, the sensation, I want to know the general feeling of elation in knowing that I can run home and tell my wife everything that just happened.
So you would run home to tell her?
I'd run home and I would tell my wife, a ghost just gave me a blowjob.
And you got your spoof all over the floor? Because I imagine...
Yeah. And she'd probably say, look, and again, I think you have to have a relationship that works on trust, right? Because I think a lot of people might go run home and say, Michaela, you're not going to believe it. I just got a blowy from a ghost.
Yeah.
She'd say, yeah, or was it just like an ice head around the corner who needed the dough?
Yeah, a pale ice head. It
was very translucent, angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are those bite marks? And he said, well,
she's a vampire too.
Turns out she's a vampire. Turns out she's a vampire who, and did she have an ice pipe in her pocket? Yes, but let's not nitpick.
Details.
Why are you getting into the nitpicky stuff? Yeah. Go the blow.
Go the blow.
Go home.
Oh, I got new merch.
With haste.
Yeah.
Go the blow. There's another T-shirt. Can we actually start writing these down?
Yeah. Go the blow.
Confessions of the Idiots. Go the blow.
Go the blow.
You've got to shoot your shot.
You got to shoot your shot.
And whatever that other one. Very
perfunctory.
Perfunctory. Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? Quickly, hang on.
Let me write that one down. Perfunctory.
Hey Siri.
You got it on moon mode.
Shush. Oh no, it said shush. It said hey Siri. Shush. Hey Siri. What does perfunctory mean?
Perfunctory means of an action carried out without real interest, feeling, or effort.
Bang. Bang.
How do you spell it? How are we spelling perfunct?
Perfunct.
I love that word. Okay. That's my word of the day now.
Yeah.
Of today.
Pretty damn good.
I'll never use it again. Maybe I will.
Word of the day, perfunctory. Anyway, yeah, great, good stuff. Well done. Congratulations, Dave. I want to meet Dave. I want to know what does he even. He doesn't even say what it actually does feel like.
No, he doesn't. I would love to know the detail.
See, some of the writers, and I don't think they're professional writers that you're finding on Reddit, but I'd like them to colour their stories a bit better.
Yeah.
Do you know, they often use wacky words to describe themselves.
Yeah.
But they don't describe what a blowjob from a ghost feels
They don't describe what's important. They'll describe what the room was like, who they were as a person, who they are now, what their hair was like, but they don't go into a ghost blowjob detail, and that's what I want.
Can I set myself a task?
Of course you can. Your homework?
For the next time I come in, I am going to try and find information on people who have been blown by a ghost.
Great. And I want the search history. I want Nadine to come in as well.
I want descriptive information about what the sensation of being blown by a ghost is. Because it might matter on how angry the ghost is. You know, they're a ghost with unfinished business.
Yeah, of course.
Get off my train! You know, that guy
Get off
from
my
Ghost.
train.
Guy from Ghost. He would give a terrible blowjob.
Oh, the worst. One of the worst blowjobs, probably.
Patrick Swayze, good blowjob.
Very good blowjob.
I would imagine.
Yep. Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg, fantastic blowjob.
Fantastic blowjob.
That's
not defamation.
Hang on, it's not defamation now. Hang on, if there's someone came in late, do you change channels into podcasts?
No, you don't come into.
So you sort of start at the start of a podcast. So we don't. Please don't just take a soundbite and say Whoopi Goldberg gives good blowjobs, because that's not. That's not the
soundbite we want from this podcast.
I mean, as if that's going to make the podcast. But did I ever tell you that I went to the Tribeca Film Festival?
You never told me this.
I was in a film that went to Tribeca.
What film are we talking?
It was called Hounds of Love.
Hounds of Love, where you played a psychotic rapist.
Sort of rapist.
Oh, my God. Yep.
And anyway, we went, and I was expecting to meet a lot of really famous people.
Sure.
Like I thought I might meet Robert De Niro, because it's his festival.
Is he your favourite actor?
Can I tell you my favourite ever actor? Gene Wilder. Greatest performance ever on film, Willy Wonka. Discuss.
And how great is when he does the tumble?
Oh, yeah.
And that was his idea.
No performance in history has ever been as funny, as frightening, as unhinging, as pathetic in the adjective, like pathos.
Yep.
Right. Sense. I challenge anyone to have provided a performance that has a bigger range than that one. Anyway,
apart from when Johnny Depp did.
Apart from when Johnny Depp was in 21 Jump Street, or
what is another Johnny Depp film?
Eddie Murphy in the Nutty Professor. But listen, but the Tribeca, we were thinking we were going to meet lots of famous people, and the closest I got, literally at the whole festival, was I saw Whoopi Goldberg get into a lift. She didn't shit herself. She didn't look ready for that.
You didn't talk to her?
Didn't talk to her, because I would have. I said, hey, Whoopi.
Whoopi.
I'm obviously the guy from that film you're probably not going to see, right? But it was like my wife went, that was Whoopi Goldberg. I went, that was Whoopi Goldberg. And now she's gone.
Forever.
That was it.
Yeah. And you never got to see if Whoopi does.
And my friends kept texting me saying, tell me some stories, tell me some great stories. Who'd you meet? And I went, Whoopi Goldberg. And I went, no way. I went, yep, got into a lift.
End of. End of.
The end.
Oh, no, that's so sad. Okay, so do you think that Dave should tell his beautiful wife, Susan?
I think
it's been a few months.
100%. Yeah. No, not even a few months. Oh, yeah, okay.
It has been a few months
listen,
already.
I'm going to come clean. I don't like lying to you. I didn't know how to tell you, and I've suddenly realised I should have come home and told you. And she'll go, oh, what? And he'll go, I got a blowjob. And she'll go, from a ghost. And she'll say,
this is the best day of my life.
Best. Tell me more. Yeah. Tell me more.
Yeah. Tell me everything right now.
And tell me what it feels like.
Yeah, because that's all we want to know. Stephen Curry, at the end of that, we've had 4 wonderful people.
They are really good.
You haven't liked any of them apart from Susan and Dave.
Susan and Dave.
Okay, so at the end of that, which one would you want to turn into a major motion picture? You've got Dave. You've got Amy, who of course shit herself in the bin. Yeah. You've got Tom, who burnt down the kitchen, works at a hamburger shop, and you've got Lucia, of course, who changed her whole identity.
As I say, I don't like any of them. I don't want to see them on screen. I think it's very important to be able to identify with your protagonists. And even your antagonists in some ways. I think every protagonist needs a weakness.
Yep.
And I think every antagonist needs their positive side.
That's true. That's true.
That is humanity.
Such is life.
I think the final story was Dave and Susan.
Dave and Susan, who would you be casting in the roles? Would you want to play Dave?
No.
Dave Lawson?
You know exactly. You knew that.
I knew it was going to be Dave Lawson, of course.
Dave Lawson.
Yeah. Dave Lawson.
As the...
as Dave.
As Dave. As the titular character of Dave.
John Asher Keddy.
No. I think I would like to see... think I would like to see.
Because we can't get Asher Ketty,
It needs
or
to be kind of sweet. I think we need to make it American too, because we just
Okay.
there's going to be a lot of American films made in Australia in the next couple of years
of course.
because of the whole Rona
Don't get me started.
But good for our industry, as long as the Aussie dollar doesn't keep going up.
Of course.
So let's hope that China keeps fucking us in the arse, and then the Aussie dollar goes down.
Yep.
Just for my industry.
Just for your
'cause
industry
My
alone.
industry is pretty much the only one that matters.
Yep, of course.
As we know. And I think, yeah, so there's going to be lots of American films. So let's make it an American film. Let's cast an American actress or female actor, as it were.
Actor, yep.
And I am quite a big fan of Amy
Anna
Adams.
Kendrick. Okay.
I'm an
Amy Adams.
fan.
I didn't know that about
I think
you.
a sweetheart.
A sweetheart.
But
We want a
she's
sweetheart.
got
some grit.
grunt.
Yeah,
about her
grunt.
when she wants to. Like, yeah, it's been a couple of fluffy ones, but
Yep.
it's like you see her in some stuff where she really gets to. I think she's fantastic.
Okay.
And I think Dave and Amy.
Those two together would be good. Who's the ghost? There we go. That's interesting. Who's the ghost? Do we want someone who is quite pale? You know, do we want a translucent sort of person?
Reese Witherspoon.
She's good.
I've always found her quite
Pale.
Pale.
Yep. Okay.
Hang on, is this the whitest movie ever made?
Okay, wow. Let's get Zendaya. Do you know who Zendaya
I
is?
do know who Zendaya
Let's get
is.
Zendaya.
Let's get
If we can get Zendaya.
Let's not make it too white. We've already got Dave, who's Colombian.
Who's Colombian?
So that's not so white.
Yep. Okay.
But I'll tell you what, Amy Adams. You know what? Let's go away from Amy Adams.
Okay.
Let's go more.
Do you want a comedy role?
Go more in comedy role.
Do you want a Mindy Kaling type?
She'd be fabulous.
She'd be good, wouldn't she?
Go Mindy.
Mindy. Okay, we've got Dave Lawson, Mindy Kaling.
Mindy Kaling, and
Zendaya.
as the ghost.
Yep.
And this would be like, and then a bunch of other people, like there'd be like JT Walsh or whatever.
Yep.
There'd be Seth Green. There'd be
Okay, very interesting.
Hang on, we're going back white again.
Yeah, very interesting
There'd be
casting.
Ronnie Cheng.
Oh, wow.
Would be in
Yep.
it. There would be probably someone with a bit of weight about, like Morgan Freeman as like the grandpa or something.
Wow.
And then
I'm sure he'd love to do this role.
And as there'd be
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon as
incredible.
the sexy,
Very
blowy
sexy.
ghost.
Okay, I think that's
Sexy,
great.
horny ghost.
What would you want to call it? Is that what you want to call it? Sexy horny ghost?
No, I would call it.
Because you want to play on blow.
No, not even a play on blowjob.
No.
The blow job.
All spaced out.
The job.
The blow
The blow job. The job.
The job. Do you know? I think
no,
blow
blow's
job.
already a movie.
Yeah.
The job.
blow job.
The blow job.
The blow job. It's a good title.
Thank you.
So you're pitching that to network executives, going and going, the blow job. It's called the blow job.
Whoa, stay with me. Stay with me on this one.
Already walking out of the room.
No, it's not. She's dead. And they go, and as they're walking out the door, it's like, wait, she's dead. And they stop. They stop frozen with the door half open. And they go, one looks at the other and goes, did he say she's red? He goes, no, I think he said she's dead. Holy fuck. We got to go back. Right? So they go back. Go.
Good sound effects.
Just quickly, did you say dead or red? And you go, dead. She's dead. She's a ghost. Okay, keep talking.
Blank check slides across the
Keep
table.
talking.
Fade to black.
And I'm thinking Reese Witherspoon is the ghost. Oh my fucking God.
Sign him up.
I'm going to call Janine.
Holding deal straight
Let's
away.
set up a meeting.
Janine Garofalo, of course.
Janine Garofs.
Let's get Garofs involved if we can. All right, Stephen Curry, at the end of that.
With Janine Garofalo as the ice dealer or something like that.
That's clever. Yeah, good twist. I like that.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry, humdinger, maybe coming back when you've got time.
Maybe.
You got anything coming up?
I'll never work again.
Okay.
I will literally. And I've got 2 films coming out this year, but who knows when?
Who knows when?
The Rona meant that they were all both meant to come out last year. They might come out this year. You've just got to find a way to put them out when Marvel films aren't coming out, I guess.
Sure.
Are they making Marvel films?
Yeah, they're making Marvel films.
Oh,
always.
Zendaya,
All green screen.
Zendaya is in the Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings.
Oh,
And
okay.
Ronnie Chang is in that as well.
Wow.
That's coming out.
There's a little plug to Zendaya. If you haven't seen Euphoria, watch Euphoria. God, Zendaya's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really good.
So instead of plugging your stuff, we'll say
She's so
Zendaya.
good. She's only needs one word for a name.
That's so clever.
and not even
go
a
for
name
Stephen.
name. No, but that's not like I'd need a word. Like it sounds like Zendaya doesn't sound like a
Like
name,
Rove.
does it? Rove's good.
Yeah.
I might.
See if
No, I
you can
can't take that. That's already taken.
Just Blowy.
Blowy.
You know Blowy?
Blowy.
Yeah. Stephen Curry, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast.
Mr. Blowy to you.